So we're betting on green now. What's the payout if you win? 16 bucks, right? 17 to 1 payout. Did you notice? There's 2 green, right? There's 2 green spots on the board. Did you notice that 16, or 17 for that matter, if you double 17, you get not quite 38? Did you notice that? I don't know if you noticed that or not, right? That's okay. I pull that question back. We'll talk about it in 243 more. Okay, what's the chance of winning if you bet on green? 2 and 38. You have 2 choices. You either get the 0 or double 0, both of which are green. I shouldn't eat while I'm talking. I sucked the bagel down my throat. What's the chance of losing? Everything else. Red or black, which is 36. Out of the 38. All we got to do is redo the average now. Okay, you got a 16 here. Notice how, when it gets harder to win, they pay you more. Why?
The chances of winning are less.
Yeah. What will happen if they don't do that?
Then you would have
People won't play the game. If they give you the same payout for green as red, nobody's going to bet on green. Why would they bother? It's stupid. Okay, so let's change it up. 2 and 38 there, yes. Negative 1. This is going to be the same every time, isn't it? Negative 1, because you're always losing the dollar if you lose. 36 and 38. All right, here we go. I think we're close. 16 times 2 out of 38 that's 32.
Yes.
Okay, that's pretty close to, that's almost $1, isn't it? 32 out of 38 is pretty close to $1. Unfortunately, so is this, and it's closer to $1. So when you subtract them, you end up with 4 38ths, which is about 10 cents. What do you guys get? I'm sorry, I keep packing. What's 4 38ths?
0.105.
We'll call it 11 cents, 10 cents, whatever you want to call it. If you're losing about 10 cents per on that one. So, of the 3 bets that we looked at, Christy, your husband picked the right one. Because you lose the least on that one, don't you? We have 3 different losses now, don't we?
Yeah.
We lost about, what was the first one we lost? We lost about
8.
8 cents on the first one. That's if you bet on any one number. If you bet on red or black, you lose about 5 cents per game. And if you bet on green, you lose about 10 cents per game. So, you're going to lose regardless, on average. But if you want to make your money last the longest, bet on the red or black. That'll keep you going the longest. I mean, you'll eventually bankrupt yourself, but at least you'll play for longer. Maybe they give you free drinks while you're doing it too.
Do they really?
Sometimes. For certain games, I don't think this is one of the ones they give you free drinks on. I could be wrong. Usually it's for the really big poker tables that you're betting big
They'll
money.
even do it at
That's
the
a
penny
good
slot.
They will! That's
You
so
just gotta tip the waitress so she comes back.
Ah, okay, there's a human element too.
But the drinks are like this big.
But they're like that big. Okay.
They're like
And they're watered down.
tiny ones.
And it's real. It's real. Yeah, for sure. No, I mean, it's all, I was telling these guys over here, the psychological element of Vegas is genius. Absolutely genius. Between the lights and the fact that it's dark at night and it looks magical. And I remember driving in years ago, I played, we were touring back in the 90s. Driving in from Utah on I-15 coming across, and I could hear Vegas before I even saw it. Because the power stations leading into Vegas, to power Vegas, hum. Because it takes that much power to actually power that town. I remember driving down 15 and like, that's that box over there. It's this huge building that's reverberating with wires leading towards down the highway, you know. And we drove closer and drove closer and drove closer, and then you could see it, like the sun, as you crest over a hill. Like, what's that? And Joel's like, oh, that's Las Vegas. I'm like, it's like the sun. He's like, yeah, kinda. And this is in the 90s. It's grown up even more since then. So it's amazing. It's an amazing model. All right, now, that was roulette. What we just learned was we learned we have to lose at least 5 cents per bet. That way Vegas can keep the lights on all night. Keep the water in the Bellagio. Keep the waiters and waitresses giving you free drinks. As long as you tip them well, I guess.